This is the Distracted and Disorderly podcast. I'm Chris, and this is Kayla.
This is Kayla.
We're just fucking idiots.
This
Let's
is
go.
Kayla.
Listen up. Don't forget to catch us at the Rock and Metal Music Podcast Festival, April 13th at the Eagles on City Hall Ave in Gardner, Mass. $15 in advance, $20 at the door. It is all ages. There will be swear words, but it is all ages. Presented by Smash Banana Productions and Heavy Metal Over a Six-Pack. Come there and support the Minus 22 Foundation. We are going to be joined by Fans of the Dead podcast and Heavy Metal Over a Six-Pack podcast. Come hear music from Bag Lady, A New Dysfunction, The Mighty Suicide Squirrels, Point the Finger, Pralium, and Creation from Crisis. April 13th, 5 p.m. at the Eagles in Gardner, Mass. And now enjoy the show. Welcome back, Distract and Disorderly podcast. I am your number one host, Chris. This is your other number one host,
Kayla.
Kayla had to swallow her smoothie and burp it up a little bit. We're both wearing hats today. It's hat day here at Distract and Disorderly. You know? What's that face? It's not hat day?
I was trying to figure out what brand your hat was.
It's Perry Ellis. It's a
I don't know
PE.
that.
You can't see the PE, but it's a Perry Ellis.
I don't know Perry Ellis.
It's in line with like Hilfiger and a lot of those other brands. They make everything from casual wear to like suit type stuff, like dressier attire. But randomly I find gems like this, like at Marshall's, and there's one there, and I grab it, and I can't find one anywhere, and I'm like, man, I wish I could buy more of them. But
And so much Adidas at Marshall's. I'm like, taking this.
it's scary though, because then I go to burn. When did you leave? She just
Yeah,
left, folks. She just leaves randomly. So today we're doing a Reddit episode, right? We like to do these every few episodes because Reddit is fucking fantastic for content, and we're gonna farm the shit out of it. And you know, farming.
Mining, actually.
Chris needs help with his Reddit crops. Can you click here and join him to help him with his Reddit crops?
Okay, just like Facebook. That's
You
crazy.
fucking Farmville nerds. But anyways, listen, Reddit. We're gonna do this today. You know, if you caught our episode last week, it was part 2 of the Chris and Scott standoff over music.
Chris and Scott.
Fun stuff. We still have the podcast and music show coming up April 13th.
I don't fucking know.
You're going to see it. I'm going to put it in the sides of your screens, folks. If you're watching this on YouTube, you see it. If you're listening on Spotify, you're going to hear the big old intro about it, but I'm plugging in once more time. Once more time. Oh, I'm so anxious and kind of high and kind of stressed, and I'm a little bit of everything. I'm ready. I'm a fucking smorgasbord. I'm a cornucopia.
The only way to read the Reddit stories today.
Oh my god.
Wait, if I.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. What did I just do? I'm knocking all my stuff down. You be coming out here with a hood and shit.
I got cold.
You have a cold?
No, I got cold. It's cold in my room. So, I also have to remove this Christmas tree. We're in March.
Yeah, I'm so fucking angry at you for that right now.
I bet. Okay.
When I'm driving around with the lady and we still see Christmas stuff up in March, we shit on your house.
That's cool. You'll never even come near my house.
I'm going to drive by your house this weekend just for fun.
Also, you guys sound really judgmental together.
No, you know what it is? It evokes a certain feeling within me that doesn't feel proper for March. So when I drive by and you have a tree still up and some like lights on your bushes, it makes me feel weird, like something's wrong, and I just want you to take it the fuck down.
No. Anyways.
So, listen, I told the folks we're doing Reddit when you left the podcast for some reason. You didn't hear shit. I
have my headset on.
How did you hear me? Are your speakers on? Right, this is super unprofessional. Are you going to wear those over your hood or under it?
I don't know yet.
Everybody, this is Kayla. Just in case you didn't know that. This is This is exactly what day-to-day life is for her.
This isn't connecting.
Yep. So, things are not connecting. They're not firing. They are not there.
Just in case everybody wanted to watch me struggle with this.
You're a struggler. You're a struggler.
You
Also,
Say something?
shout out to our boy Fire Captain
Oh
413.
no, stop talking. Oh
Still
no.
killing
Oh
it on
no.
YouTube. He's got over
Oh
1,000
no.
followers. What? I'm trying to shout somebody out, and you're just disrespectful.
There we go. We're gonna put it over.
Go check out his YouTube, Fire Captain 413. Streams games. He's doing all that stuff. He's doing Helldivers right now. We're gonna be joining him on some of the streams. Don't forget to go check him out. He's still killing it. But fill us in, Kayla. What do we got today? What do we got? A little smish smash of this and that.
Kinda, sorta.
A hodgepodge.
Yeah, I'll
A
say what they're from
smorgasbord.
while I'm reading them. But
Yes, everybody, stay hydrated.
mm-hmm. Okay, so the title for this sounds super normal, but originally,
Every time you bring Reddit stuff, it's always fucking weird sex stuff. So I'm curious to see.
no, this one's not what you think it is.
Should we do like a? Is there a warning? Do we have to warn people? Is there a trigger warning?
No,
I feel like we're not good at that, and we're sorry. But go ahead.
there's no trigger warning so far.
I'm gonna shut up now.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Okay, so this one is originally from our relationship advice, and then was moved over to "Am I the Devil?"
Oh,
So,
that's a good place to go.
yeah, usually they're all assholes.
Hi guys, I need advice, and then your post is suddenly and I am the devil. You're like, well, that's my advice. I'm the devil.
Okay, so it's a male, a 26-year-old male, and a 25-year-old female.
Okay.
And the title is "My girlfriend called me controlling and won't spend time with me or have sex anymore, even though we live together. How do we salvage what we once had?"
Oh boy.
Sounds pretty like, okay, I'll wait to see what happens. But
You were
this
called
one
controlling and cut off, but go on.
This one is the longest one that I think I've ever read on here. So
all right, brace
bear
yourselves,
with
folks.
me.
There's a lot of reading here.
Brace yourself.
I want you all in your cars, in your homes, whatever. Cheer Kayla on. She's really brave for doing this.
Somebody mute his mic. Okay. My girlfriend, who I've been with for 5 years and have lived with for 2 years, is spiteful, disrespectful, and says she hates being around me, which really hurts. She says I'm controlling and manipulative, but I disagree and think she doesn't care about my efforts for us to have a healthy life. I think the real problem is her lack of respect for what I need and only centering herself. Reading this hurts me, by the way. This isn't even through the first paragraph, and there's like 20.
This is why I said you were brave and to cheer you on. You're trying to read somebody's Reddit post. Sorry, I am from another country. Sorry for the errors.
This one seems like he speaks English as his first language. I have tried to make sure we are equals in every possible way, and she will not accommodate my needs. When she does accommodate, she does it with bitterness that makes me feel bad about myself. I am someone who really cares about things like the type of food I eat, supplements I take, air quality in the house, and environmental factors. After reading that, I already know what type of person this is.
Who says air quality in the house? What is she like? Leaving a stove on?
Just wait, he has explanations. I have a goal to live a really long life, like a centenarian, and that means eliminating things like PFAS from my living environment, and she does not respect this. What is PFAS?
That's got to be something I believe in something in cookware and stuff like that, I feel like.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Actually,
I feel like it's a chemical.
She says if she knew I was like this before we moved in, she wouldn't have done it. She says I have rules for the house that aren't fair, but I think that they're fair, and that she just doesn't really understand why it's good for her. I won't eat from Teflon pans and don't want her cooking with them due to off-gassing. I don't think it's okay for her to burn incense or use candles unless they are undyed beeswax. And she likes to paint, but the off-gassing from the paint is toxic. So I tried to get her to buy milk paint instead of acrylic, and she says that it's too expensive. She says I should buy it for her, and I do make a lot more money than her, but I think that if she cared about me, she could find a way to make it work so that I won't buy it on principle, that I won't be used for money. There are other toxic crafts that she likes, like polymer clay, and I compromised that she can use the clay outside, but she has to buy an oven for outside and not use the kitchen for this. Instead, she just stopped painting and stopped making clay stuff and blames it on me instead of making an effort to meet me halfway. To me, it seems like she's choosing to be a victim so she can tell her friends how horrible I am and it's just not as hard as she makes it out to be. What the fuck? There's so much
Real
fucked.
quick, PFAS is, I don't want to try to, it's a polyfluoroalkyl substance, something like that. But the FDA says,
It's like candles and shit.
2022 targeted seafood survey, we detected PFAS in 74% of the samples of clams, cod, crab, pollock, salmon, shrimp, tilapia, and tuna. So it looks like it's something. It looks like I'm looking. When you brought it up, I googled it real quick just so I could just quickly see what it says it's in. But it's like, I think it's in everything, and it's in foods.
It's in everything.
So this guy's trying to avoid literally dust particles
Like-
in the air. Like, I could be wrong. Distractedsorely@gmail.com. Tell me what the fuck I'm wrong about.
Yeah, educate us, please.
I need it, but I'm sorry, I was curious, but go on.
It gets so much worse. There's so many more paragraphs.
Come on, Reddit guy.
The living situation is just the beginning. So he says, when it comes to her friends, I don't like them. The ones that are closest to her are vegan, and I'm sorry, I just don't relate to vegan people and don't really want to talk to them. Plus, she has told me they don't have a good opinion of me. So I don't want that energy in my house and have asked her to not have them over. This is another thing that she says is controlling. I feel like that's very unfair to me because I should have a say who's in my home. I pay half the rent, or even if I'm not there, I don't trust them. So even if he's not there, she can't hang out with them. She sees her mom every Sunday. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't like this guy.
Your friends
like
bring
him.
PFAS into the fucking house, and I don't want them here. Okay.
No, he said they didn't like the.
They're also vegan, and I don't like.
Doesn't want to talk to vegans.
Talking to other regular people about regular stuff. I constantly have to criticize what they eat.
She sees her mom every Sunday, and they have dinner together. I don't like her mom either. I find her to be selfish, and they had a bad relationship in the past, and I don't want to be exposed to toxic persons like that. I never see her. Her mom cooks dinner, and it seems like she deliberately doesn't make enough that my girlfriend can bring home leftovers for me. And when she does bring back leftovers, her mom will have cooked it in a Teflon pan, and it seems on purpose to spite me.
You
Not everybody. Okay,
have you ever bought a pan? There's like four kinds of pans. There's Teflon, there's stainless, there's like cast iron, and then there's like ceramic coated. So like for you to be mad someone might have Teflon, there's a lot of times where it's Teflon, you don't even know it's Teflon. Because they have other names for different shit.
He was like, I don't like her mom. She sucks. Never makes me food when I'm not there. Anyways, I find it disrespectful for someone to tolerate people who talk badly about their partner. So it really seems like my girlfriend has it out for me sometimes by choosing to spend unnecessary amounts of time with people who don't like me for really no good reason. She's probably telling them lies and making me out to be a bad person or just telling them one side of our arguments. I also really value my sleep. I sleep with an eye mask, air purifier, a dehumidifier, a chili pad, cooling system, earplugs, and that's it. Some might think it's over the top, but it is something that I do to ensure that I live a long life. Sleep is very important, and my girlfriend doesn't seem to care about that because she'll open my door in the mornings to put my things in my room. Like I leave socks out or something, she will often open the door and disturb me. Because of this, we agreed that she is not to ever open my door before 1 p.m.
Wait, does he have his own bedroom? Is that what he said? Did I miss something?
No, hang on. I'm going to reread it again because now I'm confused. Chili pad, cooling system, earplugs. She may think it's over the top, but it is something that I do to ensure I live a long life. Sleep is very important. My girlfriend doesn't seem to care.
Do those things actually ensure a long life, though?
Yeah, but why are you sleeping with an air purifier, a dehumidifier, a chili pad, cooling system, and earplugs?
A dehumidifier or a humidifier?
Dehumidifier.
Humidity's good for you.
Yeah, but if there's too much moisture, I could see that. But you also have an air purifier, which is like, I don't know.
Dumping dry air into the atmosphere already. That's dry air coming out of that thing.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. It says
a cooling pad?
A chili pad cooling system.
I will live to 100 because I stay cool in the bed, baby.
And earplugs. What is earplugs helping?
The earplugs make it so that if there's a fire and stuff, I'm too cool to notice and I can't hear anything happening.
Yo, seriously. Anyways, wait. I want to know if they're sleeping in the same room together. Somebody think
that's how you do it, lady. Fire.
Some may think it's over the top, but it is something I do to ensure I live a long life. Sleep is very important, and my girlfriend doesn't seem to care about that because she'll open my door in the mornings to put my things in my room. Like if I leave socks out or something, she'll open the door and disturb me.
He has his own room. He said my room.
She gets up earlier than him.
No, he said my room. If she can't open a door until 1, she gonna lay in bed next to him? No, she's sleeping somewhere else in the house.
Yeah, but he also says things like if I leave socks out or something, she'll open my door and disturb me. Don't leave your socks on the floor in the living room.
If you're that clean of
Pick
a
up after
person,
yourself.
maybe you're creating the foul air. Maybe
Anyways,
you need to purify what
this
you
gets
have.
this gets so much worse.
I want to hold this guy down and pour PFAS down his throat.
Sleep is very important. My girlfriend doesn't seem to care. The door in the morning, my things, like if I leave socks. Okay. Because of this, we agreed that she is to never open my door before 1 p.m. How long are you sleeping till 1 p.m.? Why?
Centenarians don't sleep till fucking 12, 16-hour days. So when you go to bed? 8 or 9 o'clock? Because that's the appropriate time to live a longer life. And then you sleep
Oh my
for
God, I
12
didn't even
hours?
finish that sentence.
What?
Oh my God, it's worse than I thought. Because of this, we agreed that she is not to ever open my door before 1 p.m. and do not do anything loud in the house, like putting away dishes or vacuuming. I tell her if she wants to initiate sex, she can come in anytime, but she doesn't ever do that. Even though we both mutually agreed on this, she will still sometimes do loud stuff earlier in the day. Then one almost like she wants to start a fight, and it's a horrible way to wake up.
There's
She
no way
wants to
this
start a
is a
fight.
real person. This is a real person, you think? What do you think? Is this a liar?
No, I think that this is
There's no way this guy thinks he's okay and innocent and writing this into Reddit.
I don't know. He thinks he's literally. There's so much more, and there's an edit.
I told
And
her
an
she could
update.
initiate anytime she wanted, and she just doesn't. So she doesn't want it, I guess. So I don't know why. I don't know why. I told her not to come into my fucking room before 1
Yeah, why are
p.m.
these two people together? Is she stuck because of rent? Like, there's still so much more. There's so much
This
left.
screams abusive, but yes, he's abusive. So she's afraid to
Manipulative,
leave. Maybe
abusive,
she's afraid to
controlling.
leave. Maybe she's
Anyways,
scared of you, buddy.
Something else that she's done out of spite is not let me use her car for errands anymore. My car takes up a lot of gas and hers doesn't, so I'd rather use hers for nearby errands. But I can't now because she got mad at me when I brought a 3-gallon jug of reverse osmosis water and it broke in her passenger seat after my really long shift at work. I didn't want to clean it out, so she did it herself. It was a simple mistake, but she won't let it go and doesn't seem to value
Where
how
did he
hard I
find a
work.
3-gallon jug of Dasani? He's drinking like. Does he think
Yeah, but then he
reverse?
says I didn't want to clean it up, so she did it herself. You're a shitbag.
That's why I
Anyways,
feel like
there's
this is
more.
bullshit.
There's so much. I don't know if this
This
is
is the
bullshit. I
whole
feel like this is-
episode. I like this. We're gonna analyze this the whole episode. Go on.
Okay, in the comment space, we don't have a TV. I'm like,
You're freaking out about that.
I have so many things to say, but I want to hold them all to the end. So I'm just taking mental notes. That's all.
Okay.
I haven't said anything, but I plan to. In the common space, we don't have a TV, and I believe that a common, quiet atmosphere should be the norm in a shared space so we don't disturb each other. I like. Oh, he wants to be in a relationship with this person, but is treating them like a cellmate. Oh, anyway. I like to sit quietly on the couch and read on my phone after work most days. It's my time to relax after being in a loud and busy environment. She will sometimes ignore that and play shows on her iPad or listen to music without headphones. We've had a lot of arguments about this because I don't get why she can't just wear headphones. And she says that she should be allowed to do this stuff because she pays to live here too, but she could just wear headphones so I'm not being disturbed. I think it's the most fair thing to have the common area be quiet. And then if she wants to watch stuff or listen to music, she can do that in her room with the door closed. I do sometimes play games on my phone like Call of Duty, and if I ever do that, she will freak out that I'm being noisy, but really it's just a taste of her own medicine and seems fair to me since she doesn't always respect the quiet rule. There are no commas, by the way, no nothing and no punctuation. This is driving me nuts.
I was
When it
starting to
comes
think this person was like 70, but now I'm realizing they're not.
No, I already told you their age, 26 and 25.
I just don't. I think he's a fibber, but he sounded like old people have separate rooms and special rules and get all grouchy about it.
Yeah, but he could be on the spectrum somewhere, or also like a sociopath, because this is a lot of sociopathic tendencies, but I'm gonna address that afterwards. Anyways,
Okay, well,
when it comes, oh, I have something in my eye.
here, I'll blow it.
It's not good. Okay. Oh God. When it comes to sex, we have a dead bedroom.
I'm sorry, what?
Is that like a guest room
What?
and he called it a dead bedroom? Okay.
What?
We have a dead bedroom. We have separate bedrooms though. She does not like but she does not like sex anymore and won't ever initiate, which
Yeah, I'm
makes
sure
me
she
feel unwanted.
hates sex so much.
I'm sure she hates it, or she hates you. The worst is that she almost always rejects me when I try to initiate, unless sometimes I'll offer to buy her a meal if she does.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Is this girl's held against her will?
Unless sometimes I will offer to buy her a meal if she does something with me, and it always makes me feel like total shit afterwards. That is what it takes. If she was a good partner, I think that she'd try at least to enjoy it for my benefit. And I also feel like she'll eventually enjoy it too.
Bro, if you're going to post ever again, get your shit fucking straight so we can read this on our podcast and analyze it without having to figure out when your sentences stop. You fuck. Okay, sorry. I could tell that you don't know where to pause. So.
Well, there's no commas. It's like,
I want to lift to 100, but I don't even know how to write.
Can you tell that I'm struggling with this?
Yeah.
There's a ton of periods, but no commas, no punctuation, no nothing. And I want to preface, I am not, like, I'm a good reader. I don't know how to explain that.
Guys, I can read, I swear.
I swear I can read. There's no commas. You can't see that. Anyways, things have gone downhill, especially after one time a year ago. We had sex and she didn't like something that happened and cried, and it's never been the same. But I didn't do anything on purpose to hurt her, and she won't let it go, it seems. The fuck did you do, bro?
She was an escort he called, and he never let her leave.
I have asked her to start going to her doctor to address her libido problems, even coming into the appointments, but her doctor won't let me go in anymore, so I don't know if she's actually being treated or just lying about it, and she refuses to get a new doctor.
Okay, she's definitely against her will, because there's no way a woman would stay with this.
You said she doesn't want to have sex with me, so it must be her libido. Let's take her to the doctor. The doctor won't let me in on the appointments anymore. I thought you wondered why.
Next thing you know, he's going to have a restraining order handed off to him.
There's still so much. Oh my God. Something else we fight about is that it seems like she puts no effort into her health. She has hormonal issues. You just know that, or are you assuming because you're a fucking twat? And a chronic health condition, and she should get a lot of blood work done to check for biomarkers that might indicate what's going on with her libido. But she procrastinates the appointments. Isn't libido just like a sex thing? It's like if you don't have any libido, you don't really have like a sex drive.
Yeah.
Okay, so he says that she has problems because she doesn't want to have sex with him.
Oh, yeah. He medically diagnosed her.
Nice doctor.
He's going to live a long life.
Oh my God, this gets worse. I didn't know it could get worse than this. I like to track all the blood work results to do my own research, and sometimes she won't let me see the tests when they come back. It feels like unnecessary barriers for her to get better, and it's like she'd rather be sick and something she is choosing to spite me. I'm trying to help her. It really hurts. For the last several months, she stays in her room nearly all the time. Recently, I started asking if I can eat my dinner in her room just to get some quality time, and she was letting me and seemed to enjoy it until one day she didn't like the opinions I was sharing about the types of shows she watches, and now she doesn't let me in there at all. I miss having meals together and just catching up about our days. I feel like she's totally neglecting me and not putting any effort anymore out of spite. She doesn't ask me how I'm doing, and I really hate that we don't have sex anymore. I don't feel attractive or loved and appreciated. I've thought a lot about breaking up, but she doesn't have a lot of resources to move, so I think that we'd have to live together to the end of our lease, which would make it really hard for me to start dating, especially when the new relationship becomes intimate. He is a sociopath. I've already decided. I don't know if our relationship is salvageable and question our compatibility these days. My question is, what can I do or say to get her to understand where I'm coming from, heal her bitterness towards me, and get her to be more open to change, since it would be ultimately more open to change, since it would ultimately help her. Oh my God, I have an aneurysm. Okay, so
folks, you have no idea how hard this is for Kayla.
I literally want to die.
Hey, everybody, just cheer her on. Cheer her on.
TLDR, so like in conclusion, this is what his in conclusion is. My girlfriend is bitter and spiteful towards me, doesn't understand that my standards for how to live are good for her too, and won't have sex with me unless I bribe her. And I feel like shit all the time because of her. I want to make her understand I want to make her understand. I want to
I
emphasize
want
that.
to
My
make her
perspective,
understand what I'm trying to fucking say. That's just
my
him. That's him voicing
perspective,
it.
but haven't been successful so far. How do I get her to change her attitude? Oh
Please let her
my
go. Sir,
god.
if you're listening, can you please just let her go? She's probably locked in a bedroom right now, trying to fucking get free. Let her go. Just let her go.
I don't even know how to like address this because he's a sociopath. He is mentally ill and should probably see a therapist and a psychologist about his disregard for other people's emotions, and also the fact that he has a god complex where he thinks that he knows best for everybody and can't keep his fucking mouth shut about it. Um
Separate
I
rooms. Air
Yeah, good,
purifier.
good. I
Sleep
For her
mask.
protection, I'm happy that she has her own thing. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind people doing what they think is okay to better themselves with their health. I am not going to defend this man because he says things like, I don't understand vegans. They're fucking keep me away from those people. Your mom, shitbag. Your friends don't want him there when I'm not there. Also, uh, I'll bribe you with sex to get food. So I want you to be absolutely silent in the meeting room or the fucking living room. But then I'm also gonna play
Did
my
he
stuff
call
out
it the
loud to
meeting
piss you
room?
off. He called it like, I don't know. It wasn't living room. It was like, oh my god, I don't even know what the fuck he called it. Call of Duty. Hang on.
He said some dumb shit.
The common space.
The common space. This
The
guy has
common
to. Is
space.
this guy like religious?
No, there's no way.
I feel like he could totally be religious in some way.
I don't know, dude.
You're
He
not very
said,
obedient, and you're supposed to suck my dick every night.
well, and then he says that she has a chronic health condition with low libido.
Mm.
I don't know if that's what it's called, buddy. I think that she doesn't like your sex. She doesn't want to.
She's
She
making
doesn't like
shit
your
up.
dick.
She's like, I have stage 4 cancer. I can't really do anything tonight.
But everything comes back to she's spiteful towards me. She's doing this on purpose to hurt me. She does this because she's bitter, or like, oh, she hangs out with the wrong people and they all hate me. Yeah, they're all gonna hate you. They're gonna hate you. I swear. I promise. It makes sense that they hate you. He's like, all these toxic people, fuck this, fuck that. He's like, and I tried to eat dinner with her in her room, and then while she's watching her best TV shows or her favorite TV shows, I just chastised and criticized all of them and said that they weren't good for her.
And I also told her to put her headphones in because I don't want to have to hear that while we're eating dinner. I got a cooling pad, earplugs, eye mask, purifier, dehumidifier, humidifier. I have
Yeah, but
garlic
he was
hanging in
like,
every window.
he's like, no candle, can't have candles, no,
I don't want to
no,
breathe in that soot.
no. And then the doctor's probably like, stay in here until he leaves. Stay in. He's not allowed to at these
Listen,
appointments.
I'm
He also
off the record. I'm
takes.
not supposed to tell you this, but get the fuck away from that guy.
Yeah, but
Off
he
the record. All
also
right, have a good day. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, but he prefaced he knows that she can't go anywhere. And then he already made a fake scenario in his head where the future woman that he sees it's going to be really awkward for her because she has nowhere else to go and she's going to have to listen to me be intimate with another woman. What makes you think you're going to get another woman? Sorry. What makes you think? You're lucky you got this one.
This
And she
guy's
was here
probably a
because
fucking chameleon. He probably is perfect for like a few months and then just fucking suddenly he's like,
no, that's called a
hey,
sociopath.
we don't actually eat out anymore because styrofoam's killing us.
Yeah,
We don't eat pizza
said,
anymore because when they fucking do it in the oven, there's fucking, yeah.
she said at the beginning that if she'd known that he was like this, she wouldn't have moved in with him. But this is the 5th year that they've been together.
So I want to
Yeah.
hear, now I want to see them and I want to hear her talk. I need to see who this person is, who the woman is. What are some of the replies?
Men, stop dating women that they don't like. Challenging level. Impossible. I stopped reading when he said that he didn't get along with her vegan friends. If he was serious about this desire to be a centenarian, he would already be vegetarian at minimum.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely think that this is fake. It's a little too on the nose, but I respect the dedication and specificity. If it is a troll, it's at least a higher effort one than we normally see.
I told you I have suspicions that that's just somebody writing a story. A lot of people go on there and write on there just to get their writing skills honed up.
But then somebody says, if this is fake, the milk paint and the undyed beeswax requirements are a very particularly niche and an insane touch.
I never even heard of either of those.
I didn't either, but she that's another thing. She gave up both of her hobbies because he fucking literally bullied and like beat her down to a point where she's like, this isn't fun for me anymore. She did what, the clay, like pottery or something, and then she also did painting, and she stopped.
She's dying inside. Lady, just go away. Just go, like, anywhere. You could probably find a guy randomly who will treat you better, at least for the next few months, till you figure your shit out.
Somebody wrote, oh, but it's not controlling because he knows best. He knows best.
Hey, just do what he says. He knows best. He's going to live past 100. You might as well just do everything he says. And while you're at it, blow him every night. You're supposed to initiate.
You write paragraphs about how you openly disapprove of every element of your girlfriend's life's state and that you feel your way of life is superior, and it end it by asking how you get her to change, and yet you still wonder why she calls you controlling. Get the fuck out. Mind-boggling that you two are still together. Also, unplug, my guys. PFAS and acrylic paint aren't what's going on to stop you living to 100. Verging on the insane that literally no one has ever lived to 100 by living the way that you're trying to live, yet you're 100% consumed and convinced by this. At best, you're disciplined.
That's true, too. That's true, too. If you watch Blue Zones on Netflix...
Everyone drinks whiskey in fucking...
Not even that.
Crazy
like,
shit.
None of what he's doing is what they do. None of it. So... that information's easy to Google. There's a nice little chart you can look at, and it tells you exactly what you can do to be like people that live that long. Doesn't mean you will. Damn.
That one was a lot.
Trigger warning for that one, because I'm fucking triggered if that's a real person. Triggered by both. The reason that she's still there, which I know it's not her fault if there's circumstances, but goddamn, 5 years? You could have been putting aside something for 5 years to just walk out one day.
You know, you could actively see how many people are reading that post. There was like 40 people the whole time that we were reading that.
Really?
I have another Am I the Asshole that was moved to Am I the Devil.
I think we got time for one more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for letting my mom sleep over?
Real quick, though. distractingdisorderly@gmail.com. If you have opinions on that last article, write into us. All right, send us an email or just DM us on the socials on Instagram, Dis and Dispod, Distracted Disorderly Podcast. You can find us super easy on there. You know, we're on all the platforms. DM us. Tell us what you think about this shit. Or send us Reddit articles. You want us to do a Reddit article you particularly like and found? Send it to us. Or you posted it. Yeah, it's your posted articles.
We'll make it anonymous. It's cool.
Yeah, we won't fucking out you.
I want to tell you the verdict first on this one.
Yes.
Asshole. Can't wait to read this. Didn't read through it all the way, so. Am I the asshole for letting my mom sleep over? 32 male. I've been with my wife for 6 years, and we have a 3-month-old daughter. For the past year, my mom has been battling with severe depression following the incarceration of my brother. He lived with her when he got locked up, and she never lived alone, so it took a toll on her mentally. He's in prison for 19 years, so I don't see it changing anytime soon either. I helped her get into therapy 6 months ago or so, following my wife making a comment about not wanting my mother here every single day. To be completely fair to my wife, it was in fact getting exhausting. Oh no, this is sad. Anyways, my mom would show up at various times during the day without notice and hang out for hours because she didn't want to be alone. And entertaining her every single day was getting super irritating, especially given that my wife and I had zero downtime or alone time. So anyways, I got my mom into therapy. They have a 3-month-old daughter too, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huge
factor. For the past 4 months, my mom has still been stopping by, but it's not nearly as frequent. She got a boyfriend now, so she's only been stopping by once or twice a week and doesn't stay for more than an hour. My wife still hates it, but she said that she'll take this over how it was any day of the week. 2 days ago, my mom showed up in hysterics. She was completely inconsolable. Her and her boyfriend were fighting, and I guess it just made all her mental anguish flood back. She asked if she could stay the night. I ran it by my wife, who said whatever and locked herself away in the bedroom. She hadn't gotten any sleep the night before. I told my mom, "You can stay the night, but you need to leave in the morning. I'm going to be honest with you. My wife doesn't want you here. She hasn't been sleeping, and this is inconvenient." She said that she would leave first thing in the morning. Oh my God, this is so weird
He
already.
threw her under the bus.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Oh man, hey, you gotta go. My wife said you fucking suck. Get out. You gotta go. It's not
She
me. I'd let
doesn't
you
want you
stay.
here.
I would let you stay, but my wife said fuck you.
Well,
So.
he did let her know that she just didn't get any sleep, but still, you don't like lead
No.
with "my wife doesn't want you here." Anyways, she said that she would leave first thing in the morning, but the next day she was even worse than the night before. She was freaking out, hyperventilating because she didn't want to go home to an empty house. Why is okay? I'll ask after. She said she hadn't slept all night. She was afraid of driving and on no sleep, etc., and asked if she could take a nap in our bed so that she could be rested for the drive. Our couch where she slept was not comfortable. My wife said that that was fine, but she had better be gone by the time that we got back from grocery and other errands. We left at 10 a.m. We got home at 8 p.m. Banned my mom. 8 p.m. and my mom was still sleeping in our bed. The baby was super fussy and my wife was livid. She said, "Go wake her the fuck up and tell her to leave or I'm going to lose my shit. This is unacceptable." I tried waking my mom, but she kept saying 5 more minutes and turning away. My wife just
What the
looked at me and said,
fuck?
I have an assumption about this already. My wife looked at me and said, "I'm done with this bullshit," and packed up the baby again and left for a hotel. Ugh, a fucking yo. Okay. She said that she won't come back until I go no contact with my mom and cut the umbilical cord because my mom didn't get out of bed until nearly midnight and then went back to sleep on the couch instead of leaving. Am I the asshole?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's him or his mom or I don't know. It just seems a little. It seems like outlandish in all aspects. The mom really just overstayed, and was like, "Nah, I'm 5 more minutes. Nah, I'm cool. Nah."
OP, after reading the comments, posted an update. "I feel like an asshole because my wife is 100% right in being pissed off because my mom truly isn't respecting any boundaries put in place, but going no contact with my mother, whom is going through a very hard time, is stressful for me." So this is what I think. I think that he is the asshole, but his mom is also an asshole because this fucking poor couple. Okay, newborn babies are not like an easy feat. They are a huge task and you don't sleep for like the first year. So, yeah, I'd be fucking livid. I'd be like, "Get out of my bed because the couch wasn't comfortable. You're lucky that we let you stay here. We gave you time. We went out, did errands, whatever. And now you're
Yeah,
saying 5 more minutes."
he
I'd be
doesn't know
like,
how to
"Get
put
the
his.
fuck
Yeah,
up."
he doesn't know how to put his foot down. She doesn't know how to stop overstepping boundaries.
Yeah, but she also is acting out. The wife is acting out of anger by saying no contact, cut the umbilical cord. She's trying to hurt him by saying that, which is
Mm-hmm.
not okay. But she's also overwhelmed, not sleeping, dealing with now not only a baby, but a mother in law and her husband who isn't taking care of the situation on his own. Because
Right.
as a daughter in law, I mean, like she said what she needed to say. She was like, "Oh, this is getting a little stressful. Like, yeah, you can sleep here, not a big deal, whatever. But like, please be gone by the time we get back." And the mother-in-law disrespected their wishes tenfold. Like, there's a newborn baby who's probably sleeping in that same room usually because they're not gonna have the crib in another room with a 3-month-old.
Right.
So, I mean, that
Jesus.
depends, I guess. But there's like a whole thing here, and then the mom is just like 5 more minutes. The wife decided to pack up the baby stuff and go to a hotel.
Like I said, everyone's acting on extremes.
I still think that I think that everyone here is a little bit of an asshole. So the wife is
You are all
clearly
the
overwhelmed.
asshole.
Oh
Damn.
no. This person wrote, "Yikes, whatever," and "fine" are words you never ever want to hear come out of a woman's mouth. That right there should have been your tip that she was about to lose her shit already. Are you willing to get a divorce and lose your wife and kids over your mom? The whole reason your wife wants no contact is because you failed at setting boundaries. Your wife sees this and knows damn well nothing will change unless you force the hard no contact, tough love. Your mom is so codependent that you will always be her crutch. You are enabling her behavior each and every time you give in. You think that you're doing the right thing, but really you're making it worse and worse. It's not healthy that you're risking everything for a situation that will not change. Yeah, also the reasons why his mama is hysterical is a little
Vague.
like selfish. No, selfish, because your son, one of your sons, is getting incarcerated and he's going to jail for 19 years. But like that's also your son's brother. You don't think that that affects him negatively also? So
Yeah.
you're focusing the attention all on you, and then you and your boyfriend have a fight, so you're hyperventilating and freaking out and you need your son to cater to your emotional needs. You're his mom. You're the adults. You're always going to be the person who's supposed to be set for him. And if you're using him as like cradle me, take care of me after everything that happens, maybe you should evaluate.
Sounds toxic.
Yeah, it
Sounds
really is not good.
the family record's not looking good.
Run.
Unfortunately, Reddit people, 2 articles today. 2. The first one
Unfortunately,
the first one was
that
a
was
bombshell.
sick.
I was fucking sick, dude.
That was
The first
sick,
one was
bro.
a bombshell. You always find good ones.
I was searching all morning, to be honest.
I looked all morning.
I did. Yep.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
What's your take? Distractedsorely@gmail.com. What is your take?
Next, I want to do True Off My Chest, so
Oh, we'll do that.
those ones
We'll
always
do
have
that.
good stuff.
We'll do that.
Till next time.
Till next week. Thank you for joining us once again. Kayla, say goodbye to the good folks.
Why do you always tell me when to say goodbye? I understand social cues. I understand.
Good night. Thank you for joining us again at Distracted and Disorderly.
He goes, good night. Thank you for joining us again at Distracted and Disorderly. See you later.
That was your cue, and then you did that.
I mocked you.
I mocked you.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Bye.
Bye.